we are now going to be warming up our lower back and our spine in our daily exercise. So why don't you bring your feet in together and start with hip width apart and just start to open up the hips with some circles. Keep the hips loose. Take your time going around each circle. Doesn't matter if you can't go very far. Just find a way to get the hips to start to circle. Good, and then going both directions. Opening up the hips, getting some motion side to side. Good. After you've done both sides and you've gone around and started to loosen up the hips, we're now going to start from the top and we're going to flop ourselves over nice and slow. It doesn't matter if we can't get very far, just get down to whatever you can and relax your belly and back. As you do this, focus your breath into your belly and into your back and draw a few nice full deep breaths in, feeling the outside of your back expanding against the diaphragm. Now do that a few times, take your time, and when you're ready, we're going to unwind ourselves nice and slow till we get all the way to the top. Take your time, do not rush through this. As you do get to the top, pull your shoulders back and your chest out and get that full stretch. Push your belt buckle to the front. Good, excellent, nice. Okay, moving on, take a wide stance, a little bit of a wider stance. Put one arm up in the air, bend over slightly to the side, and swing your breath into that rib cage. You can feel it going into that side, the breathing. Good, drop your bottom arm to give yourself a little bit bigger stretch. Good. And then finally, if you can, go ahead and round your back and send the breath into that side. Drawing that air in all the way to the lower side. Perfect. Very good. Coming back to the top, making your way, we're going to repeat the whole thing on the other side. The other hand's going to come up. We're up to the top. We're swinging the breath in. It doesn't matter if we're not very far. We're swinging the breath into that side. Good. Drop the hand to get a bigger stretch. And then finally rounding the back and sending the breath into that side. Good. Coming to the top. Good. Next we're going to stretch our neck. Okay? We're taking, imagine you have strings attached to each of your fingertips and someone's pulling those fingertips down. We'll do it with the right hand first. Right hand is reaching towards the ground, and then you're tilting your head slightly away from it. You should be able to feel that nice stretch in the trap muscle, all the way almost through the neck, holding that. Just reaching, feeling that stretch through that side of the neck. Take a deep breath into that side. Good. Excellent. Then we're going to the other side. Don't rush through any of these. Take your time as you go through these, nice and slow. Going to both sides, making sure our neck feels loose. Reaching the left hand now. Imagine strings are attached to those fingers and they're being pulled down. Good. Hands being pulled all the way down, feeling that neck stretching all the way through. Breathe as the blood flows through that area. Good. Excellent. So now we're starting to feel the stretch in our neck. Take your hands, both hands, and just take them to the back of that neck and find where your tension is at. Find that tension. Some people hold their tension in their neck. Some hold it in the jaw or the forehead. Do what feels right for yourself. So taking your hands and just releasing those muscles all through the neck and the traps. Good. Awesome. Gaining a sense of freedom in the neck muscles. Relaxing them. Good. Excellent. Couple shoulder rolls to release that. Perfect. Okay. If your knees can take it and your back, we're going down into the squat. Okay? So if you can see me, it doesn't matter if your heels are on or off the ground. I'm gonna do heels off, or you could go heels on, but we're down here, and now we're easily able to find that and identify that breathing really low in the body, almost breathing through the floor. We're connecting to that lower part of our breathing, feeling the air around the back even. Good, let's lower our heels, raise our butt. Big stretch here. And then we're coming all the way up to the top, high as we can go. Nice and tall, getting to the top. Get all the way up. We're feeling the breathing all the way in the top of our chest. And then our last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our body from side to side, and we're gonna do these twisting motions, followed by the elbows. So the elbows are gonna be what's turning. We're loosening up the back, okay? And also, while you're doing this too, let your knees loosen up too. So your feet are going side to side, and you can change angles. So we can actually bring this down with our elbows this way, and then we can have our elbows up to the top. And we're getting that, opening up that chest. We're getting that stretched all the way out here, okay? Let's take that to the top, and now we're reaching all the way up, opening up the top part of our chest, reaching, feeling our back loosening up, feeling the spine loosening up, activating our shoulders. Keep reaching. Excellent. And center up. Shake that out. Shaking it out. Okay. Perfect. All the tension gone. And last but not least, we're bringing this to our calves. Nice and easy. Okay. You should be either in your socks or in shoes that allow you to feel nothing really thick sole. We don't want those thick soles. We want thin soled shoes or socks. And we're rocking from our toes all the way to our heels, activating our calves. Okay, with our chest tall, feeling that stretch, getting nice and tall, all the way through, rocking, shaking that out. Perfect, excellent. Well, this was our connection to our body and to our lower back and loosening it up, starting to identify some of our breathing muscles that help us release these lower back muscles. Follow part 2, where we actually start to connect to the breath and start to activate our back through some stretching.